In the last videos, we have discussed arithmetic mean, median and mode and its problems. Now let us deal with geometric mean. Geometric mean is nothing but a normal mean, but we take log on both the sides. So in geometric mean, we use logarithmic tables. So the geometric mean of n values is the nth root of the product of the values, and it is denoted by G. Geometric mean is denoted by G, whereas arithmetic mean is denoted by A and harmonic mean is denoted by H. Thus, geometric mean for the set of n values, we will take it as x1, x2, etc. xn, is G equals product of x values x1 into x2 into etc. xn whole to the power 1 by n. Or as I said, we should take log on both the sides. By taking log on both the sides, log G equals, when I apply log to RHS, it will be in the form of log m into n into etc. whole to the power n. So it can be written as n log m. So 1 by n times log x1 into x2 etc. xn. Here we have two different formulas. One is for ungrouped data and the other one is for grouped data. So here G is equals to obtain G, I should shift this log to this side. When I shift log to RHS, it will be anti-log. So geometric mean G is equals to anti-log of this log x. This is in the form of log m into n etc. It can be written as log m, like log x 1 plus log x2 etc. up to log xn. This can be written as summation of log x divided by n. This is the formula where n represents the number of values. This is the formula for the raw data, that is for the ungrouped data. And similarly for grouped data means where the discrete values along with frequency distribution values is given. So G is equals to anti-log of summation of f into log x divided by n, where this n represents again summation of f. Geometric series can be discussed in three cases. One is for individual cases, second one is for discrete series problem, and the third one is for continuous series problem. Let us take up the first example. Compute the geometric mean of the following data. The data is given 10, 110, 120, 50, 80, 60, 52, 37. We need to compute geometric mean for the given data. This is an individual series. So how to calculate geometric mean? So formula is the same thing. G is equals to anti-log of summation log x divided by n, where n represents the number of values. So let us do that problem. First I have written the x values. X values are 10, 110, 120, 50, 80, 60, 52, 37. Then I want log x values. I will calculate log x values using the calculator. Log 10 is 1. Log 110 is 2.0414. Log 120 is 2.0792. Log 50 is 1.6990. Log 80 is 1.9031. Log 60 is 1.7782. Log 52 is 1.7160. Log 37 is 1.5682. Then I'll add all these log values. I'll get summation of log x. I'll show you how to calculate in the calculator. So log 10 means here log 10 is equals to 1. This is how we should calculate the values, log values. Similarly log 110 etc. Summation of log x value is 13.7851. I got summation of log x value. So when I got summation of log x values, I should substitute in the formula. It will be is anti-log of summation of log x is 13.7851 divided by n is the set of values 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 values we have, divided by 8. I'll get it as 1.723, anti-log of 1.723. Then I need to calculate anti-log of 1.723. My answer will be 52.84. Even this anti-log can be calculated using the calculator. I'll show you how to calculate in the calculator. Press shift log that will be antilog. Antilog of, I want 1.723. 1.723 is equals to 52.84. This is how you should calculate antilog of 1.723. It is equals to 52.84. Similarly, we'll take up the second problem. Compute the geometric mean of the following. Here, x values along with frequency distribution is given. X values are given like this: 0 to 10, 10, 10 to 25, 20 to 38, 30 to 47, 40 to 50 is 20. This problem comes under continuous series. So in this case, again we should reconstruct the table like this. This is the given class interval and this is the given frequency. First I should calculate what is this x. X is nothing but midpoint of this class interval. This is calculated by adding the lower limit value plus upper limit value. 0 plus 10 divided by 2 gives me 5. 10 plus 20 divided by 2 gives me 15. 20 plus 30 divided by 2 is 25. 30 plus 40 divided by 2 is 35. 40 plus 50 divided by 2 is 45. I got x values. Then I should calculate log x. Log x is this value. As I said in the previous problem, you need to calculate log x values like this in the calculator. Then f into log x. F into log x. 10 into 0.6900. 5 into 1761 is 5.8805. Similarly, 8 into 1.3979, 7 into 1.5441, 20 into 1.6532. Then I should add all these values. It will be 67.9264. Then the formula is geometric mean is equals to anti-log of summation fx divided by n. So anti-log of summation fx is 67.9264 divided by n means summation of the frequency value is 50. So when I divide this, I'll get it as 1.3385. If I calculate anti-log of this value, I'll get the result as 21.83. This is the geometric mean for the continuous series. We'll take up one more example. Find the geometric mean of the following distribution. Here x values along with frequency distribution is given. That means this problem comes under discrete series. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, f values are 2, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then formula is g is equals to anti-log of summation fx divided by summation f. So we have calculated summation f. That means addition of frequency column. 2 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1 gives me 12. Anti-log of fx means 2 into f into log x. 2 into log 1 plus 4 into log 2. Since we have summation, we have to add all the values. Plus 3 into log 3 plus 2 into log 4 plus 1 into log 5. Then when I simplify this using my calculator, I'll get 0.3782. Then if I calculate anti-log of 0.3782, I'll get g, geometric mean, as 2.388. This anti-log and logarithmic values can also be calculated using logarithmic tables. With this, we have completed problems on geometric mean.